EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the New York Giants. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Manning. And his first look is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mario Addison able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Newton to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Manning. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now the first running back drafted this year is Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career, and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
Well, they haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On third down, Barkley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off by Eli Apple, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Zebra.
Manning now on first down. There's the first NFL catch for a name to remember, Equinemius St. Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to read him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Eli Harold in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Play action. It's Newton. Flushed out right. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Zebra. Zebra. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Hey, gun.
In his own end zone, it's Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Let's go. Zebra. 26, 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Regular. Zebra. Regular.
On first down, Manning. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Newton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. On first and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Newton now to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a first and 10 at the 17.
On the ball.
From the red zone now, Newton. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Eluding the pressure right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Newton now to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go play action here on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton, they'll roll him out right. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Eli Harold able to drop him for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw on 2nd down. Newton flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Zebra.
A toss out to Barkley. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton flushed out right. Over the middle to Smith. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 right at the 40. On 1st down, it's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He sets, and this is caught inside the 5. A gain of 39 that time. I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. but I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Zebra. Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Now Manning on the bootleg. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Zebra.
Manning will try again on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Manning now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And we're back now in Charlotte. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Now Manning again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, it's Manning. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Let's go.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flinches with a catch over the middle. Well, he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funches, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Gano out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. New York set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time.
Let's go.
See if they can avoid doing it here. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hey, gun.
Manning now on 1st down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Deeper, deeper. Deeper, deeper.
Now Manning. Gotta have this one. Past the 20. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Into the red zone now. Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from leading this game. Rosas now to add the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st down, Newton. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Now, how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's back to throw, escaping the pressure right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Zebra. Hey, gun.
Manning looking to throw it. Open man right side is Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They are in the 4th and Buffalo. And the Titans have just scored, so they add on to their lead. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
Let's go. Regular. Hey, gun.
Manning to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. The handoff to Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Manning gonna throw here. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.